The digital revolution continues to be a powerful driver of financial inclusion worldwide, breaking down the long-standing barriers to access and to usage. Digital financial services reduce transaction costs and enable millions of underserved people to participate in formal financial systems. There are plenty of rich examples in Africa, including the much heralded M-Pesa from Kenya. Globally, digital payment solutions, agent banking combined with mobile platforms have connected millions in remote regions to credit and savings products previously out of reach. Notably, the Aadhaar digital ID system introduced by India stands out as a critical enabler of inclusive, accessible, and scalable financial system. But the risks of exclusion are real despite the advance of digital financial services. According to the International Telecommunication Union, around 2.6 billion people globally still need internet access. In sub-Saharan Africa, only about 1 in 4 people enjoy reliable connectivity. In this regard, concerted efforts by all key stakeholders are critical to remove the barriers and enable access and affordability to digital services. Ladies and gentlemen, Namibia is committed to addressing these challenges head-on by ensuring that our financial inclusion agenda is inclusive and it is people-centered. For us, at the Bank of Namibia, we believe that central banks should not solely be guardians of stability. We must also be proactive creators of financial inclusion. This is why we pursue a strategy based on developing a smart central bank, fostering an inclusive and resilient financial system, embracing new economies. And we've got new economies around renewables in our country, around green hydrogen, oil and gas, and that's what we intend to embrace as a central bank. A vivid example of this bold agenda is the launch of a regulator-led instant payment solution, a system designed to make sending and receiving money faster, cheaper, and accessible to all. In a country as vast and sparsely populated as Namibia, this innovation directly addresses the barriers of financial exclusion that traditional banking has long struggled to overcome. We've got a vast country. I'm telling people that Namibia, in terms of size, is the combined size of the UK, France, and Germany put together. So that's the size. We're about 824,000 square kilometers. So it's a vast country. So unless we use the digital tools, it's going to be very difficult to include everyone. This is because establishing or maintaining physical bank branches in remote areas is costly and unsustainable, while agent banking has struggled to gain traction due to weak incentives. Rural communities remain underserved or unserved, with many residents cut off from the most basic financial services. The instant payment solution that we want to introduce seeks to change this reality. And by the way, we are currently in full implementation project mode. By enabling 24/7 interoperable fund transfers between banks, digital wallets, and other platforms, it puts financial tools directly into the hands of Namibians who need them most, from rural households to informal traders. It focuses on affordability and universal access, and it has the potential not only to close the gap between the served and the underserved, but also to transform how entire communities participate in and benefit from the formal economy. Furthermore, over the past 2 years, Namibia also strengthened its consumer protection frameworks to ensure that as financial access expands, individuals are shielded from exploitative practices. We have implemented an AI-enabled customer complaints platform to enable the timely resolution of customer complaints and grievance handling within the banking sector. This progress is complemented by the Ministry of Finance's enhanced focus on digital financial literacy, equipping citizens to navigate evolving financial technologies safely through the Financial Literacy Initiative.
With all board members and the entire AFI network, as well as our strategic partners, we will advance a bold, innovation-driven, and people-centered agenda focused on 5 strategic priorities. The first will be to promote a supportive regulatory environment for fintechs by advancing innovation-friendly policies, including regulatory sandboxes, advancing proportional regulation, open finance, cross-border licensing, mutual recognition, and consumer protection, aiming at driving fintech growth and regional integration across the AFI network. Second, we will prioritize research and experimentation in emerging financial technologies that have the power to include vulnerable groups. Experimentation of CBDCs or virtual assets, AI, all that to support risk-sensitive policymaking, and through pilot programs or proof-of-concept projects, the National Bank of Rwanda aims to help the AFI members responsibly harness innovation while maintaining financial integrity and financial stability. And third priority will be shifting from access to financial services to usage towards wealth creation, while financial resilience and long-term financial well-being of households and small and medium enterprise, ensuring inclusion delivers real, lasting impact for individuals, communities eager to create wealth in and for our countries. And fourth, we will continue to advocate for developing countries' needs in the international financial architecture. For instance, promoting anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing standards and frameworks which do not undermine progress made in financial inclusion and which do not unfairly exclude developing countries from international financial services. And lastly, we will continue to promote innovative, sustainable finance policies to support climate resilience and advance inclusive growth for all. Dear colleagues, esteemed delegates, we stand at a defining moment where urgent questions are being asked about the future of growth, about equity, and about resilience. Financial inclusion is not just part of the answer. It is one of the most practical, proven tools that we have. But to meet the scale of today's challenges, we must not only expand financial access, but also shape it intentionally and sustain it with vision, purpose, and collective will. And so as we open the 2025 AFI Global Policy Forum, I invite all of us, our global partners and our regional champions, to embrace this journey. Let us think boldly, act with shared purpose, and remain steadfast in our pursuit of a future where every individual, regardless of geography or circumstance, has a genuine chance at financial empowerment and meaningful economic opportunity. Together, let's lead the AFI network in building empowered society that drive inclusive growth, as well as communities which create wealth and financial well-being.
The Alliance for Financial Inclusion serves as a unique and vital platform to all of us, where policymakers, innovators, stakeholders from around the globe converge, and indeed they converge, to shape financial inclusion policies. They share their knowledge and foster cross-sector partnerships. Our collective objective of building an inclusive financial ecosystem that provides equitable access to financial services, empower marginalized communities, and drive sustainable economic growth globally, nationally, and we can also say regionally. Namibia has traveled a remarkable journey in advancing financial inclusion. Our story moves beyond merely increasing the number of people with bank accounts. We have tackled complex challenges such as reducing high transaction costs, expanding digital access, and addressing the needs of our vulnerable populations. This evolution reflects our commitment not just to access, but opportunity, dignity, and economic transformation for all Namibians. Namibia has witnessed the power of collaboration as diverse sectors within our country unite behind a shared vision for inclusive economic development. This collective effort has enabled us to pioneer practical solutions that turn vulnerabilities into resilience and resilience into opportunities, a testament to Namibia's innovative spirit and determination. I'm really proud to report before this platform, before this great event, significant progress that we have made as a country in the area of financial services. According to the ThinScope Customer Survey of 2023, 78% of Namibian adults now have access to formal financial services. This is really a remarkable increase from 51% a decade earlier. Give me a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Therefore, it is through these collaborative efforts that we are able to empower our citizens to save securely, invest wisely, build resilience against shocks, and actively contribute to our national development. Notwithstanding what I have just said, we remain committed, and indeed we have shown astounding fortitude and resilience in the face of these deep socioeconomic challenges. Government continue to consciously shape its policies, and we do this with information that we get from researchers, from all other partners, so that then our policies can engineer our programs to deliver tangible and shared prosperity that our people have for so long yearned for. We recognize that all these efforts, if not accompanied by financial inclusion, will not make us achieve shared prosperity for our people.